Well, good morning, our Southern Front Porch viewers with a big heart. That's what you are. You're our big-hearted viewers. And it's such a pleasure to be with you this morning. I have been working on, in my mind anyway, some thoughts I had about what Patreon means for our Southern Front Porch and why you'll be interested in it. And I think I go back to the feeling I had when I made that phone call to the person who said, I think that there's somebody you might want to meet. And his name is Brad. And he got that same phone call about me. And I was pleasantly surprised that it was a person that I could talk to, feel safe with, have fun with, pretty much from the very first time we met. And I think that we have that same kind of an ability to fill a very real need in the community of our men who are in their best half of their life. You know, these are people who are well established in their socioeconomic worlds. They are, but generally speaking, very well adjusted people, and they're also somebody who's looking for a companion, their best friend, someone to spend the rest of the time on this particular life with, to enhance their life and to show someone else how they can enhance that other person's life. I don't think you get that on GRINDR. I don't think you get that on all these other services, whether it be Match or Tinder or what have you. You get a video that checks the boxes off on things that you feel are important about yourself, but you don't really get a lot of time to interact. And I think that's the difference with our Southern Front Porch. I think that time is not of the essence for a rapid decision of any kind on our Southern Front Porch. Time allows you, little by little, to say, gee, I'm starting to really like this guy. I'm starting to really feel that I can connect, and more importantly, that he seems to be free from a lot of the BS that sort of slips by on these matching programs. And if it worked so well for Brad and I, because we had someone who cared especially about us as two persons that were part of her very specific, unique group of people that she became friends with and really knew a lot about them, more so than you can on a 90-second or 5-minute video, then why not share that expertise and that technique and that loving, cultivating friendship scenario with other members in Patreon? You know, it doesn't take a lot of members to make a viable group. Of course, the more that join, the more people that you get to know. At the very least, we're going to build friendships, at the very least. And you'll see people as they are. When you do daily videos or you do 3 times a week videos and communicate with people, they're going to see way more of you in the good times, in the bad times. They'll be needing a shoulder to lean on. They'll want to lean on you, and there are times that you feel that you have something that is heavy on your heart. You'll want to lean on them. So I'm kind of thinking we will have 2 priorities for our Patreon group, our Patreon family of our Southern Front Porch. Number one will be acts of kindness for those that need it out there, that you all give us input and as a group where we can put chunks of effort and money into some needy, very, very worthy group that somehow gets not noticed. But you're being in the community, or you're being in a given geographic area, you can know what's going on and that these people are doing so much good and that they're struggling, especially coming out of 2020. What a year. So this is what I would hope to achieve. We haven't worked out all the specific details of the Patreon membership, but I guess it's an ascending scale of how much you feel like you want to be involved. Say $5 a month to the sky's the limit is a month. This won't be turned into anything that goes into other than operations cost to Paul and Brad's pocket. This is something that goes and will be documented, will go into bettering the services that we can offer. And I think it's a very important thing for us to know that we can make a difference in that extremely fundamental but extremely important way. And we know that there's isolation that goes with the video age, and working with that to expand upon that our Southern Front Porch will allow, and our members of a Southern Front Porch will allow, that there's probably no limit in how many people who take the chance to say, gee, maybe this is different. And then take your time to get to know someone once you've made the connection. And keep us in the loop too as we're doing that. We could have meetings with a group, a round table of us through Zoom. Oh, the sky's the limit, basically. I hate that expression, but it's true. But Brad and I are going on 25 years. It hasn't been without its ups and downs, like everything is. And yes, relationships work. You fall in love with someone, then an event happens in life to change that love to maybe frustration or sometimes maybe even anger. But what's different is that person fundamentally has a wonderful heart, and that heart makes you want to stick with the person and see what happens as you both work through situations. And what usually happens is you get to be better friends because you are so involved with the scheme of things here. What's really important? What's really important is taking the time to get to know someone on a level that you need to, if someday it's meant to be, that you'll be together. If not even under the same household yet, but you become closer and closer and move towards those goals. Because I think we basically don't want to be alone, and I think there's so many gay men around the world that really do have a fear that they're going to be burned. Well, the more that you know a person, the less that chance is going to happen. The more that you can feel that you could work things out other than by leaving somebody, the more you can feel that person's the right person in your life. So that's what I propose before you today. And it'll be implemented in the upcoming weeks. It doesn't need to be rushed. Goodness knows we haven't been here before. So this is all new for us too. I just can't get that out of my mind though, that there aren't enough people who are still so much in need of finding a person that they really, really would love to share their world with, so much of their world with, and vice versa, that it's worth the effort. So let's go with that positive feeling as we go into 2021 and see if we can cultivate the joy that comes with getting to know someone better. And we don't not entertain other special needs for people. And that could be, maybe you are a throuple, and maybe you really would like to have a family to be part of your relationship with your partner already. Maybe somebody who's a little bit younger. Remember, we're focused on relationships and people in general in their best half. Their second half is their best half of life. But maybe they have a legacy that they would like to continue on without having to give things away to relatives that don't care, or people that are just on the take. Maybe they need to have that family continue on with another person added to it. And a prerequisite for that would be, of course, all three people have to equally love each other, back and forth, no difference. No advantage for the two that have been together longer, no advantage for just because one is better in bed than the other. No, this is love. This is not just attraction. And what a wonderful thing that would be, that when one person passes, that there's still two, not only keep his memory alive, but don't feel lonely and don't share the love, because another many good times can be had by the two who keep the joy going on. So there's all kinds of scenarios like that. Nothing weird, but remember, in this world, we don't have to live by the rules that were by and for sustaining society at its most restrained in a heterosexual marriage. You can bend the rules a little bit while still keeping noble and moral, and having the ability to still be a really good person and know deep inside that it's your heart that's extending out to another, to reach out and saying, I think you're pretty special and I'd like you in my life. And that's what our new Southern Front Porch Patreon membership section will be all about. Patreon will be a little bit step further, just a little bit closer to knowing each other. And instead of reading just comments from those that do respond to a program, now you really get to know that person. And I think that's a wonderful goal. In this more and more isolated world that we live in, it's just not that easy anymore. And I think that we deserve it. I think it would be a very healthy thing for all of us. So, it's my idea. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you feel that there's a need and a gap up to this point in time for people who are not playing games anymore, but really would like to connect and really would like to have a family that they create. I think that's important. But remember, and along those lines, you're the best friend you have. So take very good care of that, knowing that you are the best friend you have. No one will feel what's best for you as much as yourself. Others will love you, but you will know what you need, and you will know how you're most fulfilled. So love yourself. The love will shine and others will radiate right back to you. And then they'll grow to care, and there you have beauty, true beauty. All saying bye now. Thank you for being part of our Southern Front Porch. We're really happy that this idea came into our heads just before the Christmas season, maybe before, let's push it, maybe even before Halloween. We were kind of thinking along the lines of something different. Remember, there's plenty of programs out there that are awfully good. I think we're awfully good-er. I think we really offer more. You know that you're looking at two heart people We're two pussycats. We've never hurt you. Couldn't hurt you. Because we wouldn't feel very good about ourselves. And that's what this particular channel attracts. Loving people, good people, well-intentioned people, and people of that bent who are likely to find those that appreciate them more. So, welcome and goodbye till the next show. And like I said, leave your comments, which they are very important. Do you feel lonely? Would you feel happier laughing at a restaurant or on the beach or in the car driving with somebody that you say, my goodness, I'm so happy this person's in my life? And if we can help you make that happen, would you be a Patreon member to enhance the success and the successes of people that are happier now that they've been brought together through our Southern Front Porch? Give it a thought. Bye now, folks. We love you. And peace.